we need to ask ourselves, in contrast to all this, we see Jesus. So if you want to avoid worldliness, you need to ask yourself, what is it the world values? And this is in the mind. And what is it that Jesus valued? And then examine myself and see whether my value system is according to the world or according to Jesus. That's how I know whether I'm free from the leaven of Herod. One of the main things that's valued by all worldly people, from beggars to millionaires, is money. I've never met a beggar who doesn't value money. And there's no millionaire who doesn't value money. It's got nothing to do with your income. It's got to do with whether you were born of Adam. And if I place the same value on money that the world places on it, I'm worldly. It doesn't mean we shouldn't earn. Jesus earned. He worked as a carpenter. He had 8 members in his home to support with his work. Bigger than family than most of us. And he saved money as well. That's why he had a treasurer. Whether you keep it in a bag or a bank, it's a saving. So there's nothing wrong in earning, there's nothing wrong in saving. And he used money for his necessities. But what value did he place on it? That's the point. There's nothing wrong, as I said, in earning, saving, using. But what value do you place on it determines whether the leaven of Herod, this thing which is so important in the world, that it has no power over us. And the way you can find out is whether money is your servant or your master. I see that in gold being under our feet in heaven on the streets. It means you learn to put it under your feet. Then you're the master over it. Heaven is made for such people. And it's like fire, Fire is a very good thing, a very good servant, but a terrible master. If you keep fire in its proper place, it's very good for cooking, warming the house when it's cold. But if it burns up the house, it's a master. It's destroyed your house. And it's something like that, where money, we say, I'm going to keep you in this proper place. You're going to be my servant. You're not going to run my life. You're not going to tell me, go here, go there, because you can get money. There are preachers who do that. The reason why so many Christians today love money is because their leaders love money. Their preachers love money. It's a sad thing. It's true in every country. Very rare person you find in Christendom who is a preacher who doesn't love money. Very rare. And if the leaders are like that, it's like a school. It's got all bad teachers. What type of students are going to come out of that school? That's how it is. So I don't blame the students. I blame their teachers. But the students have got the Bible with them. So they don't have to listen to the teachers and be influenced by them. They can see that the devil's controlling everything in the world with money. And you see in India how education, which is such a good thing, has become a money thing now. People build colleges and schools to make money. And only the rich can get a good education. Medicine, medical treatment, which God intended to help the poor, has become a money-making racket in India and everywhere. People want to be doctors to make money, not to help the poor. You see how the devil's infiltrated, and I'm talking about Christians. I'm not talking about the non-Christians. How this has become the controlling factor. And they don't even realize they're worldly. They're not committing sin. They're not telling lies and cheating and stealing, but money is their master. It's the thing that determines, that makes what decisions they take. I want to tell you, if God does not determine the decisions you take, but money determines the decisions you take, you know who's your master. And Jesus said, you cannot serve two masters. It was Jehovah and Baal in the days of Elijah. It's Christ and Mammon today. You've got to make your choice. That's the leaven of Herod, worldliness. And you see how It can come in so subtly. I'll tell you from my own experience, if you don't battle it all the time, you'll gradually get enslaved to it. Third thing in the world which people want is power over others. It's basically money, sex, and power. Politicians want it. Businessmen want it. They want to crush out small businesses. Elders in churches want to have authority over others. Pastors want to have it. All over the world, people want to control others. Husbands want to control their wives. Wives want to control their husbands. Power. People want power in the world, power in the church. It's worldliness. Jesus never sought it. He never wanted to control anybody. He never pushed people. He said, follow me. He went ahead, never behind saying, come on, move. He went ahead and said, follow me. If you have ears to hear, hear. If you don't want to follow, it's up to you. I'm always amazed by the number of people who he would invite to follow him, and one fellow would say, I've got to do this, or I love my money too much. And the Lord would say, okay, go. He'd never go after them because he never wanted to push anyone.